you wanted to go through, we can just have a chat about them. And yeah.
Cool. So, did you guys enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it about it?
Apart from the snacks.
I was just going to mention the snacks.
Could have been more snacks if I'm going to put a negative
I
on it.
mean, you can. Yeah.
More variety, I'd say.
Do you want bourbons?
That's
Why
okay.
can't you keep
Dry
saying
tea bags?
dry tea bag?
That's an interesting one.
Just want the whole oat milk to yourself.
Ooh, that's
I think, as the same as last session, this session again, like it puts you into this uncomfortable space where you are when you stood up in front of people. I think that's the only way you're gonna ever get used to the feeling, which is why I think that this workshop, like by doing that, ticks all the boxes really. If you want to prepare and how to present properly. So
And I
well
think
done.
it works because there's a formula to it, but then you did different tasks around the same formula. So it was quite simple, but not boring.
Oh,
I'd
yay!
say it's really different to something I'd seen before as well, doing it like that. I've never done anything like that before.
That's cool. Yeah, it was a bit random, but yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
made it more fun as well because everyone else is in the same boat. So
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
relaxed.
Did
I
you?
think if you guys were really good at it, it would be a lot more
Yeah. Yeah, Priya's good. Yeah, I'm not.
No.
The
If
truth
you
bomb.
acted as if you're really good at it and you're teaching us, it would have been a lot more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
act
that's
as
the
if
perfect way.
Yeah.
And more even keel.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so like the atmosphere like that we have, is it like we don't want to I'm glad it don't come across as formal, but is it like informal? Do you feel like it is? Like is it chill? Like we don't want to put pressure on you guys to have to present, but like doing things like this, is that better or
Yeah, I think it works.
Good to know.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
definitely built it up as well.
Yeah.
Having each section starting off with a small group and then by the end just standing up on your own in front of everyone.
Although what I could mention is I think you a couple of times you're like, oh, it's just it's a bit random, or we just threw this together and stuff. It's like don't say that. No one knows it. Everyone thinks it's all right as long as you.
Yeah.
Work into it. So be
More
more
confident.
confident. Be more confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, Priya's
Practice
confident,
what
I'm
you
not.
preach.
I know. Yeah.
How has this affected your confidence in public speaking? I don't know if you'll be able
Not
to
sure yet.
say now.
Yeah.
I think because last term we were put through this every other week, so this has kind of just made me remember how it felt like, which is good because as soon as you forget how it feels like, that's when you're fucked really.
Yeah.
So it's good. I think it prepares you for the better.
But I also think in real life people are not as nice and smiley and you don't laugh as much, so maybe that's like I'm not saying to change that,
Yeah.
but I realize if I'm going to present in front of my whole class and I make a mistake, people are probably going to be judging, not like, ha ha ha, that's so funny.
I don't know if people are that mean, but
Okay,
depends how
maybe
you
not
view
that
people in general.
But like, yeah, it's a percentage of someone, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
A bit more judgmental.
Yeah.
For a workshop you want it to be a bit fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing things like this, does it make public speaking like less of a, I don't know
Less
what.
daunting.
Yeah.
Makes it more approachable.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it
good.
makes me feel confident that I did something like this instead of
Just going straight.
Yeah, going straight into it.
Yeah.
So I always have that in the back of my mind, like, well, I did that thing. I was alright with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes it easy as well because we had to make stuff up on the spot, and that tends to help with when people are like, "Okay, any questions?" and then you get bombarded by all this stuff, and you're like, "I've got no idea." But yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So if you were to, if we held this again, what would you like to be different, to change? Like if you.
Oh yeah, it was, when we had to do things like talk about high pitched and
Yeah.
like that. It's a bit difficult to remember to do that when you maybe have like the story already there and we can exercise maybe reading it but in like different tones
Okay.
and voices and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you have to think about it, you completely forget about how things come out of your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because in the first workshop, I know Alex, you came to it, but we had. It was like trying to translate like visual cues into. So we had like a bit of boring text. It was just like emails and stuff, and trying to visualize it in a more fun way to act on that. So like kind of maybe a combination of the two, like having a set text and actually presenting it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Maybe like something at the beginning to make you feel more comfortable. I don't know, instead of jumping straight in.
Yeah.
Just like a quick exercise to make you feel a bit more like ready to jump up and speak. A bit more. I think like an icebreaker, but not something too much. But like
Some sort of icebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to learn in terms of public speaking or like practice at all?
Specifics.
Yeah, well, maybe like body language and how to sort of like, I don't know, act a bit more, I guess. Yeah, like maybe how to stand, how to talk, how to, I don't know, maybe move a bit.
Kind of more practical.
Stuff? Yes, because sometimes
makes
when you
sense.
talk, you just put on the spot. You just, like, or you, when
Yeah.
you close up, so maybe teach people, be more open, like relax
Power
shoulders, the
poses
stuff
and
like
stuff.
that, like
Yeah.
like
Okay.
body language sort of stuff.
Yeah. But still in a kind of informal way.
Yeah,
Yeah, not like
way.
this is how you should do this.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
people always have those insecurities, and that's what we do. We close up and stuff like that, but people don't realise that when they're going through those emotions and trying
Okay.
to speak.
Yeah.
I think if you did something like that in like the way you might have done at drama at school or something
Yeah.
in a circle, something
Yeah.
quick that you'd fly around a circle and get
Okay.
people to stand in a certain way or
Yeah,
talk or
yeah,
do
yeah.
like a quick sentence in that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
Could be ways of being able to start opening up to a room as well. So I know when you normally come on and you do your public speaking, you've already got the slides there and everything. But is there a better way to just like kind of address people before you start, and a better way to kind of introduce yourself as well?
Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool. So for future events, I guess that's kind of you've said about practical stuff. Are there any other things that you'd like to see? Or like, would you come again? Oh, yay!
Like maybe, so basically, like what you guys said, like different like topics. No, like
Well, like
pitch,
scenarios.
Scenarios.
Would be
Yeah,
fun.
just
Okay.
concentrating on
Bit of
different
role playing,
areas.
like in situations.
Different environment
like,
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, does audience size, is that a thing? Like, in terms of like, if you're presenting to like a group like this, or like a whole lecture theatre, like preparing for that, would that be helpful?
I think
don't know.
maybe something like
Or-
a small cue as to what the scene is. So
Yeah.
maybe like
Okay.
okay, think you're like how. So you can also observe how you change when you pitch, because I think if you tell me, okay, imagine no one's in here. Imagine if there's 100 people in here. Obviously, imagining
Yeah.
and actually being there is different.
Yeah.
Two different things. But I think maybe like you're pitching a product, or now you're trying to sell a service, or I don't know, you're trying to ask for money. Or, I don't know,
Sure.
different kind of scenarios. I think that would be quite
Okay, cool.
interesting. Quite
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe if you
Like
did
that.
it in the actual like lecture theatre,
Yeah.
that would be really interesting.
Yeah, because like sneak preview, but I remember when we were first planning like just small talk in general, we were thinking of doing different environments, like we can go in the lecture theatre, we can go outside in the woods, go to a train station, doing different scenarios environmentally. That sounds so weird. Like, would you guys be up for that as well? Like,
Yeah.
but lecture theatre, we can do that easily. Yeah.
So like I think of, so although you've got like public speaking where you've got a big room and just a group of people, but also like in interviews as well, because you're still kind of trying to
Present.
yourself.
Yeah.
So even though in just like a one-to-one situation,
Yeah.
I think that would be quite
Okay,
helpful.
cool. Interviews.
Yeah,
One-to-one.
what is your
Cool.
own character?
Oh yeah.
Who are you in front of people?
Oh yeah. Facades and everything. Okay, yeah.
Because I've noticed some of the people that present in our class, they ask the colleagues to film themselves so they can look at it afterwards. Obviously, in particular. I know that,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
like not in front of everyone. Let's look back, but could potentially be like film and then send you the thing so you can
Yeah.
see yourself how you.
That's cool.
Yeah, like in your own time.
Yeah, it might not be everyone's
No,
thing,
but
but I've seen people do that
Okay.
I
like
know.
course.
Yeah.
Like they ask someone to film the presentation and then
Okay.
I'm guessing they look over it
That's
again.
Okay,
a good
cool.
shout.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, we used to do like trampolining, and they used to like film a thing so you could see how you did the jump and how you could improve it. But
That
yeah,
Yeah.
might not be everyone's thing.
Yeah.
no, that's
Okay,
fair.
cool.
But
Yeah.
I think
Okay, cool.
that's a
Thank you for that.
thank you so much.
Yeah, you're free to go.
Who gets the gold star?
Oh, you always get the gold
all
star.
of you.